Okay, all right, welcome to Mixed Screens. It's me, Judy here.
I'm Erica.
And today, we got some stuff going down. We don't have any beers today. I totally forgot to bring a beer.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure what kind of strain I brought. I don't think it's not the BSC. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I know it's good, and all the strains except for one that I have has been putting me the fuck to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're like sleepy ass weed.
Huh.
Like, I smoked earlier today. As soon as I smoked, I was out within like 5 minutes. And I had no intentions on going to sleep. I was just fucking out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I got the Mendo Breath, which is a cross between Mendocino and Lamb's Breath.
Okay. I think I have that.
Okay, yeah. I think that's what you have right now.
Mm.
Yeah, that one. So, I don't know. I wonder if it has something to do, because, like, you're a napper, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a napper.
Yep.
So it didn't really put me to sleep.
And I didn't go to work today, so I had time to nap today.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I was knocked the fuck out. And, like, a few times that I've smoked the strains, I have 4 strains. The few times that I smoked them, other than my sativa, I'm knocked out.
Oh, so did you get all 4 of his new strains?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I only got 2.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I'm going to be back anyway. Because he's going out of town.
Yeah. That's why I was like, if you want to pick up for me, when is he going?
He, the 30th is his last day.
Okay. So we got time.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm going on vacation May 1st. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to hit you up May 1st. I'll just say the 30th is your last day.
Okay, good.
So I was like, I'll let the bitches know. So
yes, thank you.
I didn't tell Jen. I got to tell her, but.
My ears are clogged. I could barely hear.
So I have, like, earwax issues. I get, like, earwax buildup. Every once in a while. Not all the time, but, like, every once in a while. I'll just have, like, a lot of earwax.
Okay. My shit is just, like, congested. It's been like that for, like, 3 weeks. That shit is fucked up. I have to, like, go like this.
Uh-huh.
And then I can hear.
Oh. Like.
And it's not, I've, like, used Q-tips, and it's like, oh, I don't even have a gang of earwax.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't ever use Q-tips unless I'm, like, doing art with them or cleaning something.
I'm scared of them. I've gotten one stuck in my ear before.
My mom has got, like, as a kid, my mom and my grandfather, they, like, would use Q-tips all the time to, like, scratch their ears. Mm-hmm. Oh, it weirds me out, that feeling. I don't like that feeling, first of all. And then second of all, like, they use Q-tips all the time. And I've seen my dad's had to get cotton out of my mom's ear, and my mom has had to do that with my grandfather, and seeing those two things, like, kind of traumatized me.
Okay.
So but also I don't like the feeling. I also have, like, a lot of, like, sinus issues. I'm always like phlegmy, mucusy, you know. I know it's kind of gross, but, like, and even, like, my ear, like, sometimes when it's bad, like, if I'm sleeping, like, on my side, I could feel it, like...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like draining, kind of.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I know, like, do not ever use off-brand Q-tip, like, use Q-tips. Because I use, like, the art supply kind in my ear one time, and that's when that shit came out in my ear. I had to get, like, tweezers. That shit was fucked up.
Oh, no. Mm.
Like, almost damn near having to go to emergency because you can't get that shit out.
Freaky.
Oh, we didn't plan on talking about Q-tips, but whatever.
Yeah, and earwax.
Hey, so speaking of Q-tips, hey, my daughter started her period.
That's okay. So tell me, like,
oh my God, Judy. So first of all, you're never prepared for this.
Had you discussed this before? Like, you know,
I did.
Life science and stuff. Did she ever bring it up? Because, you know, some kids don't like discussing.
No, she doesn't. She didn't really want to talk about it. So what happened was, Austin, he had been going through his chemotherapy, and, like, when one of the last things they give you is, like, some kind of dye, and it makes your pee, like, pink or red. So my mom didn't know that, and so she saw, like, a little remnants of it in the toilet, and she goes, oh, I think you need to talk to Taryn because she might have started her period. I'm like, no. Like, she would have told me. Like, no. So she was like, no, I think you better talk to her.
So your mom was down?
No, this was... My mom was wrong. My mom was wrong.
No, I was just like, your mom came down?
No. This was like...
I'm making this about me. Okay, go on.
This was probably like 4 months ago that my mom did this, right?
Okay.
So I did talk to her then. I'm like, and we probably had discussions before, but I was like, hey, have you started? And, you know, so I'm like, well, you're probably going to start soon. You're 11, so let's talk even in depth or whatever. So a few months go by, so she got her period, but she didn't tell me. So she went. Oh my God, I was so devastated as a mom. She went through the entire first cycle without telling me anything. You know how I found out? Washing clothes. All her clothes were stained. Oh my God, my heart was so broken. I was like, oh, just imagine her at school all week. What the fuck she had to go through, what she was dealing with at school. Oh, I was so hurt. So we talked about it. I told her every 21 days. I have a calendar. I love goats, so I have a goat calendar. So I had her mark like, okay, what day do you think you started? So she marked that, and it came.
Wait, like goats, like the animal?
Yeah,
Goats?
I love goats. Like,
that's random.
If I ever have a fucking house, I'm gonna have a goat.
Well, I do like goats. My cousin has pygmy goats.
Oh,
yeah,
you told me.
I would get those.
I saw those pictures.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, like, I try to talk to her, tell her she wants to use tampons straight off the bat. I'm like, you don't really need to. She's like, why? What's the big deal? I'm like, all right, well, if you feel comfortable, cool. So every like 5 minutes, I'm thinking of more tips. Like, because you don't know, like, you talk to them, right? You spend however much time talking initially. And then, like, every 5 minutes, I'm like, oh. And so she like, went to the bathroom. I'm like, hey, don't flush it. Like, I just all of a sudden just like hurried up and got up like, hey, don't flush those down the toilet. She had flushed them down the toilet.
The pads?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like so many things you don't think of. A, you got to change them. Make sure you don't leave them in too long. And, you know, make sure you have some in your backpack. And now I'm in an outrage. Also, I might start something because, like, they don't have that shit at the schools. And have you been in the girls' bathroom? Even at the elementary schools, they start in the 6th grade, in the 5th grade sometimes.
Yeah.
They don't have, whether they're free or not, they don't have, like, the boxes with pads.
They should.
Yeah. They don't have that shit in the middle school either.
I get the elementary school.
I don't.
Because
if you start in the 5th grade, you start in the 5th grade.
I would rather, like, the kid just go to the nurse.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the little ones would be messing around. They're too immature for that.
That's why I was like...
it would be embarrassing because some, you know, a fifth grader might not always want to... You know, once they get to middle school, then it's a little bit different just because they're
But then now you have to tell the nurse, too?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, anyways.
So I felt so bad for my daughter. I'm like, did you mess up my couches? I'm over here checking my couches and shit.
Oh, my God.
So, in conclusion, I had to buy my daughter a whole new wardrobe of pants, pretty much, because she destroyed, like, all her pants, like, pretty much 3-4 days worth of pants. And then change, you know, she comes home, she fucked up a gang of pants. Gang of them. And then, I just bought her some new pants whatever, and she started so she's on her 3rd time. She fucked up, like, 2 of the new pants. Just leaking on that shit. So this time I have to teach her like how to clean your pants, clean your underwear and stuff like that. Like don't just let it sit there. You gotta like rinse that shit out.
Oh yeah. So she's just not. She's not changing them often. Or?
No, I think because like I leak too. Like shit, if you lay down or like if you're laying down, I should have just miss. I leak all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
She used to be sitting weird, so I don't think it's that because I have not smelled her or anything like that. So, and I told her change often, and I'm like, you got to take a bath every single day. Like, don't.
Oh yeah.
Take care of yourself. So interesting, and like every single day that, even when she's not on it, I think of some kind of tip or something. It's crazy. Like. Every day almost. I'm like, oh, what did I tell her? What did she call that shit? I don't even remember. I gave her a tip today. I forgot what it was.
So what other kinds of tips do you give her?
Like, for some reason there were like a gang of like wasted tampons on the ground. Like, she just had trouble. I don't even think she should be using them. And I was even asking her, like, do you know how to do it? She was like, duh, it's obvious. She has a smart-ass mouth, so. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, well, what happened there? And she's like, they just fell in the toilet. I was like, oh, so they were, like, fails. Like, you know? I mean, I knew they were fails, but She said they just fell in the toilet. I'm like, well, damn. And so I also, another tip. Hey, I have my period too. Can you please let me know when shit starts getting low? Don't have me start my period. And now you done failed 18 times and now I don't have no shit. Like, right? So this is crazy. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've seen her a little evil a little bit. I've seen her take a lot of naps when she's on it. Like, she's like, she'll come home from school and go to sleep. Like, fuck what y'all talking about. Like, so I don't know. It's interesting.
And then when she takes a nap, does she like wake up and like go to bed at her regular time too? Like, is her sleep cycle normal?
No, yeah, it's good.
Okay,
It's good.
That's crazy. I don't. My daughters are 8 and 10.
Okay.
Oh, they're about to change age. Elsa's going to be 9.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
Okay.
And Delilah will be 11.
When's her birthday?
April 30th.
Oh, Taryn's birthday is April 27th.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh shit.
Interesting. Yeah. So they've already talked to me about it.
Okay.
They've already told me that they want pads.
Okay. And not tampons, right?
Yeah, that they Delilah, the 10-year-old, she's like, yeah, I think we should start with pads.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I'm like, I didn't even say anything. Like, they brought it up.
That's interesting.
So, Delilah's friends have sisters that are teenagers.
Okay.
And so they've talked about it before, like when their friends have brought it up, and
Okay.
you have like life science and stuff. So,
right.
First she said like, when you pee blood, and I was like, oh. I said, oh, okay, your period.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when the conversation started. Like, I think we should have pads, and I want the good pads.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. So it's gonna be like I feel like I remember a lot of stuff, and I'm thankful. Like, I really try to talk to my kids about a lot of things. Basically, just me being honest with them. And then that way they'll open up. And so I feel like it's working. Like Max, my son, he's 13, and he's like talked to me about kids that got expelled for doing drugs and like. So I feel like we have that open relationship that they'll talk, but I don't have my period. Oh, and that's even come up. I even told him, I said, I don't.
But you had it before, so
yeah,
you know
I've had
what to
it.
talk about.
So, and that like actually brings me to another topic is how expensive they are. Like I went to go buy tampons to donate. So basically that's ever since the Hurricane Katrina, it's really brought a lot of attention was brought to like women in shelters, not even shelters, but just in times of disaster, women don't have feminine products and diapers. Okay. So I always try to donate one of those things. So anyways, it made me because of all the talk about that, it made me buy. Right. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how expensive this is. And then I was thinking like the pink tax.
Right. There's some state voting on like getting rid of the pink tax. I want to say it's DC, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's us.
Yes, definitely. And actually women in prisons, they don't even get supplied feminine products. So if you don't have anybody to take care of you, then you have to I don't know if it's all I
was gonna say prisons. I went to jail once. Twice. And I was provided feminine products, but I don't know like how many they would have continued to provide me with. I was only there for like a day.
Anyways, basically there's issues with feminine products in prisons and all of that stuff. Like it's great, that's a new expense. So I was like, well, at least since I don't have my period, it'll be a little bit cheaper since I got 2 of these fools.
Oh, I think I talked about that before, that show on Netflix called Period in the Story. Where about the Indian girls that were making pads for the village.
Oh, I don't know.
Previously they were using like just rags, any rags they could use, and they didn't talk about it or anything. I think we talked about it before.
Okay, yeah, I think somebody else I know was talking about it, and something that I came across is that there's women, I don't even know where they're from, but they were women of color, India, Africa, something like that. They don't have, they hysterectomies, basically.
Like purposely?
Yes.
Like for no damn reason?
Yes.
Okay. Forced?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Probably Africa.
It could be both.
Country in Africa.
It could be both, like parts of India and parts of Africa. So, anyways,
that's just like, what else is that? Were they female circumcision?
Oh my gosh! Yes, Imani, right? That's David Bowie's wife, Iman, the supermodel. Yes.
What about her?
That's the village she came from.
Oh.
They did.
Did they do that to her?
No, she got away, and so she raised money and raised awareness, and went back to her village to stop it. Yeah, so
I've seen like even like male circumcision in like villages in Africa. That shit is crazy. Like they first of all, they wait till the kid is like 9 or some bullshit, and then they do it in front of like the entire village. And it's like, oh, they might put like some plant or something on there to like numb you, but nah.
Oh my god.
And the kid is like screaming. Not cool.
No, that's horrible. Anyways. Well.
I don't even know if it's necessary to circumcise.
No, I think if I circumcised my son, but I don't think I would do it again. Like if I would.
One of my kids are not.
Austin is.
He is. And because Jaden was born in a Catholic hospital, so he was not. Because they don't do that shit. So. And then we just never, like, because you have to make like an outside, you have to go through a lot. Like if you don't do it at the hospital, like it's some whole other shit. So we were just like, fuck it. I don't know how he feels about it. I mean, he knows.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he knows like there's a difference or whatever. But.
Yeah. That's funny.
Why'd you have to put him out on blast, Judy?
I know.
I said one of them is. And you were like, Jaden.
Well, you cut that shit out. Anyways. And it's kind of like obvious because.
The oldest or.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So you saw this show. This show is called Period, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah, Period. End of story.
Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of Netflix, but this is on Hulu. The Act.
Okay.
Holy shit, Judy. Okay, so you know Munchausen. How do you say it? Munchausen.
Yes.
So basically, you guys all should know what the hell that is. Basically, like
the Act.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Act. Okay, the Act on Hulu.
Wait, what'd you think I was saying?
The Act.
Oh, okay. The Act. So basically, they're putting on an act.
Oh, that's what this show is about? I wasn't sure what. It looks freaky. It
is, dude. Do they have like a bio or like a description?
Yes. Well, so I have Hulu, and so I keep seeing this, and it looks freaky. Like, I don't even want to click on it because.
All right, fuck it. It's not really a spoiler alert, but
so the mom is accused of abusing her daughter.
Oh, this is real life too. This actually really happened. This is a real life story.
Okay, so they actually accused her, and then go on.
Wait, read it though. I want to hear what they said. The description.
Series follows this according to Wikipedia. Gypsy Blanchard, played by Joey King, is in a wheelchair due to an illness, and she's growing up. She has a relationship with her overprotective mother, Patricia Arquette. So their relationship begins to sour. Because she's a teenager and she wants her independence, so she rebels against her mom and trying to explore her sexuality.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
All right. So basically, the mom has Munchausen's, and she's basically lying to the daughter her entire life, making her think that she's sick, making her think that she cannot walk, making her think she has cerebral palsy, making her think she has everything under the book, taking her to the hospital all the fucking time. The girl, I'm a spoiler alert. you see 2 episodes or one whole full episode of her in this wheelchair. You think the girl can't walk. The girl gets up and walks, goes in the kitchen, makes her a goddamn snack, gets back in the bed. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? So not only is the mom with this Munchausen, the girl is playing along. Like, she's so fucked up, she's going along with it. What's that shit called when you follow your abusers
brainwashed.
and shit?
Oh,
we brought that shit up last time.
Oh my gosh.
The
Stockholm.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome.
So she pretty much kind of has that shit on top of it. Her mom lied to her. The girl's like 19, 20 years old. Her mom lied to her and told her she was born on a different date, so she thinks she's like 14. No, but you're 19. You're a grown ass. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Her mom was like, oh, all your teeth. Something's more wrong with your teeth. So she took her to the dentist and had all her teeth pulled out. All of them. Like, fucked up. Oh, she made her get a fucking tube. Like, she won't let her eat solid foods because, oh, you can't. Like, something's wrong with you. You got to get fed through a tube every day. For no fucking reason.
Oh my god.
This shit is off the chain.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to watch it. That sounds so morbid.
She's about to kill her mama, basically, in a second.
And it's based on a true story?
Yeah.
So in this true story, does she really kill her mom?
See, my mom knew the story. I haven't heard the story, but I guess it was on all the daytime shows. It's been out there. There's documentaries about it. I just haven't seen it. So I don't know I'm just going along with this show, enjoying it. And at first it was cool, like Taryn and I were watching it together, but after episode 3, that shit, I was like, oh no, you can't watch this shit no more. Like, you cannot watch, because she does start exploring her sexuality. She starts fucking playing with herself. She starts meeting dudes on the internet and having like internet sex, and she goes to the movie with her mom, fucks this thing in the bathroom. Like, oh, this shit goes down. Like, sorry, T, you can't watch it no more.
Dude, so homegirl is in prison.
Oh, the daughter?
Yeah, the daughter is in prison, and I guess she's threatening to sue.
That's not fair, kinda. Her mom fucked her up.
Oh, they're either gonna cancel the show or make its storyline right.
Oh, she's pissed at Hulu?
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, so I don't know. So make the storyline right. I don't know what that means. They probably like sexed it all up or something, and she's like, no.
She's like, yeah.
But
or maybe they demonized her mom a little too much, or demonized what, I don't know.
That's gnarly though. So okay, so it's based on a true story. So you better watch it before I better watch it before they take it down.
It, yeah. So I highly recommend that show. That shit is dope. Dude, just nuts. It's nuts.
And that's nuts. Like, she's gonna be in prison for the rest of her life.
I have an impression she goes, no, mom, please let me have it. Like, if anybody's seen it, that's exactly how she talks. Like, I've been doing that all week, like, around my house, because Taryn knows we both do it together. Like, no, mom, please, don't, mom. I like him. He's
nice, mom. Oh my gosh, that's nuts. 19, and she thought she was only 14.
Something like that, yeah. Her mom fucked her up badly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let her have a phone, wouldn't let her have a computer, wouldn't let her have friends, wouldn't let her eat sugar. Told her she was allergic to sugar. No, she's not.
Oh, how mean. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Made her like, oh, she would have sugar, and made her have an EpiPen and shit. She was fucked up. My mom was fucked up. That feeding tube was the worst. Oh, they were putting a fucking, Mom, can we have pizza? She'll take the pizza, put it in a blender with, I don't know what kind of liquid, blend it up and put it in her feeding tube. That's fucked up. When she could have just ate the damn pizza.
Ew.
And that's gross. I was like, ugh.
Okay, so,
we got no background music popping. Oh, okay. I got something. I got a question.
Yeah.
So, the other day, I was working at the snack bar for my son's baseball team. And I'm being my regular polite self. I say yes. I say please. I say thank you. I say yes, please. All the polite things, right? Mm-hmm. So this lady, a Caucasian, Caucasian, how you say it? White lady. She goes, "Oh, you're so polite." And I feel like white people always do that. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, you speak so well," or, you know what I mean? Like, it's a backhanded compliment. Like, for a black girl, for a Mexican.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, you didn't expect me to say please? Or thank you? Or yes, sir?"
Do you think that they know they're doing it? Or
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think they know that they're doing it. Oh, what is it show I watch? It's like, is it Blackish? Or she's like, you did a racism.
That's funny.
She's like, did I do a racism again? She's like, no, you can't do that. It was totally taken out of Oh, yeah, it was because, okay, it was Blackish, and it was over Black History Month.
Okay.
Do you watch Blackish?
Not really.
My kids freaking love Blackish.
I probably saw like the first couple of seasons.
I feel like because they identify with it a little, because my family is Mexican, and it's very similar.
Yeah.
Like, the dad.
I love the grandparents.
The grandparents,
yes,
like, are kind of like my parents.
That's funny.
Yeah, like, so. So, anyways, and the same thing with me and my Mexicanness. Just like the dad. What's his name in the show?
Anthony Anderson. I forgot what his name is.
Yes.
The character on there.
Yes. So, it's just funny, like, dealing with the same, like, trying to still maintain culture while trying.
Oh yeah.
You know,
having your children go to school with or live in the neighborhood with white children or children of different races, and not
Ash anywhere. I think Ash.
Not necessarily like Black or Hispanic children.
I'm just gonna, I don't know. Yeah. So it's definitely racist.
Is it though, or is it just like,
yeah,
insensitive? Like, is it racist? That's like, damn. Sometimes I feel like we use that word a little too strongly. Sometimes
yeah, like that. It's a negative connotation, like on a stereotype.
Yeah,
you know,
it's very. It is insulting.
And
it's not intentional racism, unless it could be. But in that case, it was.
I think it's just so, like, ingrained in her. Like, she probably didn't even know.
Right.
It could be
She's
even
like,
be
oh, I thought she was gonna talk all ghetto, and she's speaking proper English in full sentences and saying, you know.
When actually, it's like, bitch, if you were educated, then you'd know about code switching. Right. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Right? Because if you catch me in the corner on my phone, you're gonna hear some bullshit.
That's why, like, because like, I don't know, I can talk ghetto sometimes, like, really fast, and so people, like, when people think I'm white, and like, and then I see somebody I know and I start, like, talking, they trip out, like, hella, like, wait a minute, is this white girl? Like, they either like,
white
is
girl
she white, or wait a minute, she's not white.
Wait a minute,
I thought she wasn't white. I knew it.
Shit, that's so funny. Yeah, Judy's the lucky one. No, I'm just playing. Nah, that was no way in hell would you say that you're lucky because you could pass. That's not cool. I don't think to say that.
No, I don't.
I mean, it has its privileges. You could say that, but you can't say like lucky.
Yeah, because it's just like like this. I don't know. It's just the ideals that have been, like, pushed upon us. Now it's like just reevaluating all of that, so, and taking that in. But
I was watching Nipsey Hussle videos prior to Nipsey Hussle passing, so, like, that shit was already coming up in my suggested videos on YouTube, like, all the time. So now I'm coming across, like, you know, videos
now
that I
pushed even more.
Yeah, so now it's like I came up on this what's the old white dude? The old white dude that has his show late night.
Conan O'Brien?
No, older with the glasses.
Oh, David Letterman.
No, older. He's got, like, kids. He be having married a gang of times. Oh, Larry
King.
Yeah, Larry King. Fucking Nipsey was on Larry King. with some other like sports analysts and some sports guys, right? And basically the topic was that NFL was trying to ban the word nigga or nigger from like on the field, off the field, right? Well, basically on the field. And they were talking about like, why are you guys just targeting this one word? Like what that's racist in itself. Like, why are you guys not targeting like curse words in general or like racial slurs or things like that? Like, why are you just targeting nigga? And the thing is, like, mostly there was only a few isolated incidents where like white people like actually called another black person nigger and meant it. Otherwise, it was just like locker room talk on the field, like good job, nigga. And it's mostly like black people calling black people that. So how is the ref gonna throw a flag? So they were talking about like they were trying to explain to Larry King how like it's different. I don't even know why I brought this up, but they're trying to explain like it's different. And plus we're saying nigga, not nigger. And like,
and so Larry King,
he didn't understand.
Okay. So, well, just two things that I have to say is that even though he didn't understand, it was like it's hella dope that he invited him there to try to understand. He used
and to use the platform to open up the conversation so that other people like himself that don't understand could at least hear it. They still don't have to understand after, but
yes, like so we have Larry King right here, like using his platform to to push, to seek understanding, basically. And that's what we should do. And then I guess, did you hear about the Fox, like the boycott of Fox News?
Because what's her name? Was that Laura Ingraham?
Yeah, Laura Ingraham.
Kind of being being disrespectful.
Yeah, and she said, now this dear artist recently released a song called
FDT.
Yes.
Which was the bomb. That song was a hit. Shit.
Yeah, so now thank you for that, because now you have everybody playing it and listening.
YG, who was repping Nipsey hard still.
So and then there was that other woman.
What did she say exactly though? I don't think you got to it. What did Laura Ingraham say?
Oh, that's what she said. She said, like, just pretty sarcastically, now this dear artist. That's what she called him, this dear artist.
In LA, thousands lined the streets to say goodbye to rapper Nipsey Hussle. Now, this dear artist recently released a song called FDT. F Donald Trump.
F Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump.
That's so funny.
Okay, now that's a very creative refrain.
Very catchy.
Very catchy.
Irving Berlin will come.
Okay. So did you hear about his friend Carrie Lathan, who was one of the people that got shot alongside of him? And basically, Carrie Lathan is the whole reason that Nipsey Hussle showed up to that shop in the first place that day. That was his friend that had been released from prison after serving like 25 years in prison. Nipsey was like, he had been out like 7 months, but just so happened Nipsey was like, yeah, let me stop by the store real quick and hook you up, right? Just get you hooked up with some clothing. So that's the only reason why they were there together. And all this shit happened. So Carrie Lathan got shot alongside of Nipsey. He ended up in a wheelchair. Motherfucking parole officers come pick him up, throw him back in jail for parole violation from hanging with a known gang member, talking about Nipsey. He's facing life in prison again.
Oh my God.
Now that is like a clear sign of like just people, just the systematic shit that's going on in our community. And like, goddamn, you really gonna say, first of all, he got shot. He's in a wheelchair. Second of all, one of his close friends was murdered in front of his face. And you guys come pick him up and throw him back in jail for a parole violation? For being with Nipsey Hussle, who is like, okay, he was a known ex-gang member. He was a community leader at this point. What the fuck? So you just, that was your way of also telling us like, no, I don't give a fuck. Nipsey Hussle's still a nigga.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, you going to jail, bro. Nigga, you other nigga.
It's like we'll teach you to try to
leave
your
the
farm.
Community. Yep. So this dude was only out like 7 months. Now he's back in infinitely. So I'm sure like people will rise up and try to help him out, but this is fucked up.
Yes.
This is fucked up.
And like you said, it's like a perfect example of how the system works against you.
Mm-hmm. And like put right in your face, just tell you, nope, you're a nigga.
Yes, especially like I said before, the chief of police, LAPD, said himself that crime was down in that area. Like, what, like, you know, like white people can have clubs. Why can't this be the direction that these things go? Like, you're from a crew, like, you don't have to fight each other. We don't have to fight anymore. Like, that's just how you are. This is my crew. We're just homies.
Yeah. Like the biker gangs. Well, some of those guys really are gangs, but there are legitimate biker crews as well that are not.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, that is just so frustrating how it's just right in your face how these travesties keep happening.
Yeah, no matter what you do.
Yes. Like
you can't escape it.
No.
No matter how far you run, no matter where you go, no matter where you live.
Even trying to do good.
How much money you make, it does not fucking matter.
But, so it's like for every, for everyone you take, they've already left seeds. So hopefully he was able to plant seeds that will continue to grow, just like the truce that happened, just hopefully we can continue to have community discussions. It's just to see, like, somebody's gonna have to like rise up and continue the legacy. Like you can't just stop.
And if you hadn't started, you should be starting now. Like, that should have been so inspirational for everybody to get off their ass and fucking do something, even if it's selfishly for yourself. Like, do something for yourself, because eventually that's going to help your entire community just by you uplifting yourself. So
yeah, and then also it's like, if you like, we really got to work together. Like, quite honestly, like it really can't be about yourself. Like, I feel like when just doing something for yourself, you really don't care about the community. You just care about yourself. And then there's just so many ways to just get things for yourself instead of just rising together. So I feel like that's the difference. It's like, so did Nipsey, like, did he have a team that can keep going, or were like so many people jealous, like how we get jealous of each other? Are we still focused, like, why does he have that, like I should have that,
right?
Or are we gonna just say, like, no, we can all have that, actually. Like, let's just work together. Like, the stronger your foundation, the higher you can go.
I agree with you also, but I'm still also stand by my statement and say, like, as an individual, you have to make yourself better. Like, of course it takes, like, but
okay, you're gonna better
the community by bettering yourself. Like,
yes, so that way, you can't help me if you can't help yourself.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So that also brings me. Should we never talk about, like, books we're reading? And I don't really read. So I just signed up for, like, Audible. I do read, but I just signed up for Audible, and I downloaded Think and Grow Rich. And that shit is an old fucking bestseller from, like, 1939. That shit is dope as fuck. And they're talking about, like, planting seeds. And they're talking about, like, jealousy and fear and, like, building a team. And, like, but not everybody, though. It does talk about, like, not everybody. Like, you got to take, like, the strongest people with you. and you just.
Why do you think I fuck with you?
And you give, thank you, and you give that energy to that team. Like, you don't give it to that outside shit. So, like, I know I have friends, like, I love y'all to death, but you can't be on the team.
Yes.
I love you, man. I can hang with you every day, but you can't be on the damn team.
Right. Yes.
So
I 100% agree with that.
But I'm just trying to, like, I realized, like, I had 2 things. He said, like, you cannot be successful, like, with, like, a list of, like, 8 things, right? And I had 2 of them on my list. Number 1, fear. I struggled with fear, like, all last year. I had, like, a lot of fear. Like, I'm courageous also, but I had a lot of fucking fear in a lot of places. So I'm like, I gotta work on that, like, getting rid of fear. And another one was procrastination. That was a big thing of mine. Like, all right, I gotta get rid of that shit too. Another one, this is not on my list, but jealousy was another one. And you just brought that up a second ago. That's not on my list. Like, I'm not a jealous person. Envy, nah. So, yeah. Like you said, why does that person have this? And why don't I have that? Or why can't I have it? I'm gonna just take it from them. Not earn it.
Right.
So it's like the book is mostly about, like, just feeding yourself positive energy. Like, they were saying, like, it's easy for negative shit just goes in. It just comes. Like, you don't have to open the door for that shit. It just comes in. But you have to physically, consciously feed yourself positive shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I haven't, like, taken shit to action. But it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And I make an effort to try to. There's a PMA. It's like positive mental attitude.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that are sober use that, but it's not just for sober people. It's just like it's that same thing. Like focusing on the good, and there's enough for us all.
Mm-hmm. I know one thing, the big deal they made in the book was about sex, and how, like, sex is one of the most powerful entities of anything in your fucking life. Like, that shit is powerful as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying like the reason why, like, they used man because it was written in 1936. They were like, the reason why most men don't become successful until after they're 40 or after they're 50, because they're over there fucking all day. Like, they're just too consumed with sex. So once they, like, settle down and finally get their wife, or, you know, like, settle down and not, like, tripping off of sex that hard, that's when, like, their mind can focus on other energies.
Yeah.
Interesting. And they also talked about, like, that's also when they get that wife helps that dude grow exponentially. And then they said, like, oh, but when that dude grows so much that now he has all this power and the money, then he fucking turns his back on that woman and he looks towards another woman. He said that other new woman will never, like, help this man grow like that other woman. And he said once he turns his back on that old woman, you're gonna see the downfall of that man. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Shit. And I, like, this is some crazy shit. As I concluded that chapter at work, this was Friday, I get a call talking about my ex is in the hospital. After I heard that chapter, and I was thinking to myself, like, yep, like, shit, you lost your woman and you start going downhill.
Yeah.
Like, mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, not to be mean or, like, cocky, but for real. And I was thinking, like, this motherfucker had a heart attack or some shit. He didn't, but anyway, that was pretty interesting that I had gotten to that chapter in that book, and then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this is like kind of like what I try to do. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Like focus on the good, like, use positive words. That's what I was gonna say. So I'm in school. I've, like, talked about it often.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, a lot of the theories that I'm learning is just, like, communication, just how to talk to people, and also learning about, like, media effects and how like in advertising. So basically, if you think about advertising, their whole idea is to make you feel like you have to need something.
Right.
You have to have something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just, like, learning all of these theories and learning all of this, and then also at the same time, like learning about like law of attraction and things like that. It's like, oh my gosh, like if you think about it, if you turn on the radio, you have like, did you get in a car accident? Do you need money?
Right.
It's always like, you're too poor, you're gonna get in a car accident. So it's like they're flooding us with all of these negative things, and then so where do we say, like, we totally vibrate lower because we're focused and we're thinking, and we just have so many messages, billboards we see that
that's why I fucking suffer from
it's
anxiety.
In our subconscious. So it's so far down in your subconscious that you really have to try to like unbrainwash yourself,
right?
And
or like counteract that shit with positive.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like these days and times are like way more stressful. Like you said, like we didn't have that information. Like growing up, we didn't have so much information being. I mean, we had commercials on TV, but we weren't just bombarded. So I feel like we were able to think a little more freely, if that makes any sense. Like now we're just being told, oh, if you have this, or if you have this, or you need that, or if you're, like you said, you're in a car accident, or I don't know. I just feel like we think we have choice and freedom, but maybe we really don't.
Well, yes, like in one aspect we don't, but in another, like we actually do. Like you can choose to, like, you're more aware of like what messages you're receiving. You know, once you read the book, like, and start focusing on it, then you just kind of become more aware of, like I said, like of messages you're receiving. Like if, for example, like when I'm like I have like a tape player. My car's old, so I have like a tape player in my car. I don't even have an aux outlet, so the radio is on, and like that, like I was just saying, my example earlier, it's like every commercial is like car accident, call Big Al, like 877, like the way to go, you know, like insurance is so expensive, like you need breast implants,
you need money fast, pay in advance.
It's my money.
That's
and I want
scam.
it now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Right. Cash advance loan, those
goodness.
cash advance places,
Yeah.
which are starting to be like outlawed in some
scam.
places. Yes, it's super huge scam. So then it's like you just turn it off. Like you don't even you get an aux cord, or like you just choose to listen to something else. Like
so yeah, that's the choice then. Like you could just turn it off, but not necessarily. Like I was just telling Austin yesterday that there was a time where they were talking about having like Coca-Cola machines that gave messages on different wavelengths that you can't hear out loud, but you're walking past. So like that's like unconsciously you're still getting the message, just on a different frequency. You don't even realize it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, do we have a choice? If they're gonna start bombarding us like that on a subconscious level.
Oh, well, it's not like they've already done it. It's not like they're going to start. Like,
right.
it's already happened. And yes, and you're right, we don't have a choice. Like, just, like, parents, that when, you know, new parents, that they want to, like, shelter their kids and stuff, but, like, you can't. Like, you really have to, like, prepare. You can limit as much as you can within your household. But, like, as soon as you walk out into the street.
There's a billboard or an advertisement.
Yeah, whether it's somebody's shirt on the, you know, we're constantly seeing these messages, but yes, to like just to talk about them with your kids and make them aware. You know, like I was even telling my kids how social media, like and telephone companies, how like they're marketing to kids their age specifically. So I make them turn off all their notifications and stuff. You know, like it's your phone. You can have your freedom with it. You're going to have to learn how to navigate it. So by the time you're an adult, you live in a different generation. So this is just a normal part of your life.
Right.
So,
or what about like you go to Target? Like you go in Target, then you go home, get on the internet on Instagram, and you scroll, and there's a fucking Target ad. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know what the fuck, but that shit is like getting out of hand. I don't appreciate that shit. Or you look up something online, now you're scrolling through Instagram, there's the ad for that shit.
Yeah. But, you know, one super rad thing is, so I work in the arts, and I was just at a luncheon with a filmmaker, Ben Caldwell.
Mm-hmm.
He's a filmmaker from LA. Well, he actually is like from Texas, then moved to LA, and just, anyways, he's just like a very super impressive man. So he has like a little arts facility where there's like studios, because he's a filmmaker. He wanted to go back and help students, help Black youth become artists, you know, and just, you know, arts can help people. So just, and also like what do you call it, trying to keep their culture, keep Black culture.
Okay. So he's African American?
Yes.
Okay.
So Ben Caldwell, you have to look into him. He's like super rad, a great filmmaker. He's got his master's from UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
He got it in 1976.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah,
So he's an older gentleman.
Yes. So he's older. So he's taught, he teaches at colleges, and he's made his own films. He made a Medea in 1973. So anyways, he was saying how he still has his, I think it's called the lab. He still has this facility where he has studios. Okay. And he teaches and has programming there, and he has got a lot going on. Basically, his whole message is don't be afraid of technology. Okay. He had, like, part of the programming is that he has some of the students like do like Afrofuturism, and so they use virtual reality, and they take their neighborhoods and create these virtual reality programs where they'll see like their ideal like Afrocentric, like future, like future Afrocentric area like of LA. Okay. Like they walk outside their studio, and then they turn to the left, and it's like this
a mural
cool,
or something.
Yeah, it's all super bright colored. It pops up, and their friend pops out, and she's like, "Oh, hey!" And like she's like dressed in some sort of traditional attire. So that's also like just my message, like especially like to my kids, and it's kind of funny because, and that's what I had been doing with my kids. Like I let Max buy a video editing app for his phone, so he can skate and edit his skate videos and do that. And so then once he was saying that, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's actually a really, really good concept. Like I was actually already doing that, like like without even realizing it, I guess. And so in that aspect, it's like all this shit is going on, but I feel like I rambled.
Just give a shot. Give his name out again.
Ben Caldwell.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then like that's an example. Like, so his passion is filmmaking, but he's doing something for the community, and he's doing something for the kids, and exposing them to the arts, which is awesome.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, as an individual, you got to find out what's your thing. So you have to do your individual thing. You can't just. I mean, you can willy-nilly some shit, but it would be more beneficial. Like, okay, if you're gonna be a musician, and then branch out to the community. I don't know. I'm hungry.
You were talking about tacos.
I'm starving.
It's Wednesday. That sounds pretty
fire.
Did
you see? I said that motherfucking vegan burger was good, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, fuck veggie burgers. Fuck the veggie burgers. But that shit, the plant-based shit, that was good.
Yeah, veggie burgers.
What are those?
Yeah, they can be really bad. I hate the ones that are like made out of peas and carrots. Like, that's annoying. Although Trader Joe's does have like a vegan patty. It's like an Indian like style patty. It's like potato and like cauliflower and like Indian spices in a patty. That shit's pretty bomb. I would fry that shit up and put it in a taco.
I know. I was telling Austin, I was like, shit, I'll use that. I'll make some tacos out of that shit. That was good.
Yeah.
Except fucking $4.99 for 2 patties. That was not good.
No,
That
but
was not good.
But like, how much would meat cost if it wasn't subsidized?
Well, I don't know if it wasn't subsidized, but subsidized is gonna be $3.99 a pound. So, and that was probably like a fourth of a pound for $4.99. So that was pretty whack.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
what do you guys have to do to get it to that farm to charge me 4 times as much or 3 times as much?
I'm sure there's a lot involved that would go into charging that much. Well, anyways, let's finish talking about since you brought up food. Oh, okay. So since you brought up food, like I've been trying this celery juicing.
Oh yeah.
So I did it 2 days. Today is the second day.
Did you have to buy a new juicer? Because then you say you're...
Yeah, so I bought it. Yeah, so Chris bought a juicer. It's like
a
like
juicer,
industrial.
not a... Okay.
It's like yeah.
Like the Jack LaLanne?
No, not even. It's like what Jack LaLanne really had.
Oh shit! Right. Damn.
But so the first day, dude, I felt nauseous. Like I felt like weird.
Really?
Like first of all, I don't even like celery.
Oh.
I've grown, like, I've liked it a little bit more, like, as an adult. Like, I don't mind it if it's in, like, salad or something like that. I'll eat it.
It does overpower a juice.
I like cooked celery, like in a soup or something. I love that shit. Mm-hmm. But,
so you don't like raw celery?
I don't like raw celery.
Also raw celery.
I wish I did.
Now, the juice is a little bit too much. Like, if you get, like, a green juice that has celery and parsley really overpower shit.
Yes. It's so what I do is I have straws, paper straws.
Fuck you. Fucking bougie ass LA County ass motherfucker.
It's because I got a
California bitch. No.
I got them on Amazon for a party.
Okay.
So, and they're fun anyways. So they're all bright colored with stripes.
Like paper straws. By the way.
So I just put it, like, I just use a straw and I just put it as far back as I can and just, like, chug it.
Okay.
So the first day, it kind of, like I said, it kind of messed me up. I felt a little weird. But also, I didn't eat. The way my schedule went, I didn't have much time to eat. So I think that might have had a problem. But coming out, dude, I had some, like, I definitely felt like I drank a cleanse.
Okay, so I was going to say, tell us about the benefits, because I've been, like, that shit comes across my Instagram all the time, too, like, how beneficial celery is. Celery juice.
Yeah, so what I'm doing it for is because I think, well, I have eczema, I have dandruff, and dry skin, and I've had it all my life.
Okay.
I think I have, like, liver issues, basically.
Okay.
I have, like, so I have eczema, I have asthma. Like, even, like, right now, I'm coughing, like, I'm not even sick. I'm always, like, phlegmy. So, I'm, like, so basically, it's an experiment on myself. Okay. I just want to check it out. And also, like, apple juice, fresh apple juice is so bomb. So,
are you doing apple celery? Which sounds delicious.
No, because you're supposed to have it just straight up.
Okay.
So, I'm just, like, fuck it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
All right, answer this. How... Are you having like an 8-ounce glass?
16 ounces.
Okay, 16. How much celery is that? That's what I want to know.
It's like a bunch and like 2 or 3 extra, like.
Damn, so that's a lot of fucking celery just for a glass?
Yeah.
Damn.
2 cups.
A whole bunch of celery.
Yep.
Damn. Do you peel it?
Yeah, I do, and rinse it off because it's like,
I hate that
really dirty.
choke. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I gotta like chop it up because when I put it in whole, the way the fibers go, it's like hair. Like it winds around the thing.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think if I
That's why I say I like to you.
I do.
It's still there though.
Yeah. So, but if I chop it up, I think it'll be better.
Okay.
But so this is the second day. The second day, it did not make me as sick. I also made sure that I had a smoothie like right away too. Like I got that all prepared. So we'll just see, like, between my dry skin, because it's actually gotten worse lately too. I think also I'm hella stressed too. That has something to do with it.
School.
But like, yeah, I just know, like, you know, you just get in tune with your body. It's just something like I've practiced. So just trying to like listen and see what's going on. I think ultimately, like, that's what's going on, is that my liver is not processing things properly.
Okay.
So, and I'm always like dehydrated. I'm constantly thirsty. Like, I always have a bottle of water with me.
Okay.
And I don't think that I'm getting, that it's part of not having a healthy liver and enough stomach acids and stuff. And I'm prone to ulcers. I've had them ever since I was a teenager, which is also why I smoke weed.
Okay.
So, and they kind of started to come back a little bit, but I've like been trying to like meditate and like focus on positive and shit like that to like calm myself down. But yeah, so anyways, we'll see how this goes. Day 2.
Yeah, sounds interesting. I want to do it. I just don't. That was one of the things I was fussing about. I had a juicer. And I was like, where's my juicer when I was moving? I don't know what happened to it. I wanted it, but hey, it's gone now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gross. Honestly, it's gross. It sucks. But I'm going to tough it out.
I don't think it's I mean, I like celery.
I don't really like it.
I don't have the same.
But I think I'll get used to the taste. Like I said, the second day wasn't so bad. And I think I was looking online and it said like some of the side effects could be like having diarrhea. Basically.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke like 5 minutes ago, like Judy got a shit, y'all.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I think I need to go home. I don't
like, hey, the last 7 minutes, Judy been shaking her leg like
oh no,
holding it in. She's been holding it in for like the last 7 minutes. Now that she started talking faster, trying to wrap this shit up. Like,
no, I'm good right now. Day 2, feeling a lot better. I got it out of my system this morning. So yeah, I think I'm good. But we'll see. Like I said, it's an experiment. We'll just see. I really want to stick it out. Like,
I've been eating a lot of raw celery lately.
Maybe that's your body telling you.
No, I just been like, because I get like low blood sugar sometimes. So like I'll wake up in the morning and I don't really have an appetite. So I was just like, let me just grab some celery. That's a good way to start anyway.
Craving celery in the morning?
No, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you're destined to be a vegetarian soon, or eating Beyond Burgers and shit.
Is finally coming.
Talking about free will and shit. Yeah, you've been working on me for quite some time, Judy.
Right. Now you learning. I'm trying to unbrainwash you.
Manipulate me and shit.
I've been trying to help you this whole time.
Unlearn.
Anyways, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, we had a good time today.
Till next time.
Peace out. Hey, follow us on all the places. Yes. Judy, tell us.
At Mixed Screens. At Mixed Screens on Instagram and
Mixed Screens Podcast and Mixed Screens Pod on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that.
Peace out, y'all. Oh, you like those headphones, I can tell. You were really feeling yourself with those headphones today.
I love it.